everyone! I thought today we would do a kind of video that I saw a couple of times on BookTube and BookTok. I'm gonna read BookTok and BookTube's, I guess, most famous books that I haven't read yet. I have been reading my whole life, but some books that are very, very popular, I haven't read somehow. Either because I was scared that I wouldn't like it as much as everyone else and it wouldn't live up to the hype, or because I just never read them, I don't know. I bought Beach Read not that long ago, and to this day, I still haven't read Beach Read. Beach Read, I'm pretty sure, was like popular in 2020, like 4 years ago. I feel like that would be a good first one to start with because that's probably one of the most famous romance books on BookTok and BookTube. Got it. Such a genius name because if you're at the airport, you're gonna get that because it says Beach Read and then you're gonna go to a beach. Like, oh, it's so smart. First book, Beach Read. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Okay, so I haven't updated you in a day because I actually haven't read at all today yet, but I read some last night, and last night I got to page around 130, but I'm really into it. I really like it. It's so cute. It's just, it was very quick to, like, it was easy to read. I know the characters already. Like, it's only been like 100 and something pages. I know them. Do you know what I mean? Especially her. You only get her point of view. But I feel like I know her, and she's obviously had some trauma in the last year. Tension between them is already there. It's already there. They have some tension, some... I usually don't like books where the two main characters knew each other before the book started. Do you know what I mean? I usually don't like that, but they did. But because they kind of were apart for years and then they met again, it's kind of like they met again for the first time, kind of. So, like, I'm okay with that. And they kind of had a moment, apparently, when they were back in college. So this is cute. And I love reading about 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds. I think I'm over the 15, 16-year-old. Like, I like YA, especially if it's fancy, but YA romance, no, not for me anymore. Nothing happened between them, like, actually yet. It's a very cool concept that they're both writers and they're like swapping genres, but at the same time they're like helping each other research. It's quite cute because she is a rom-com kind of girl, like experiencing about meet cutes and stuff. So I'm not even halfway through yet, so I'll keep you updated when I read a bit more. I'm gonna start reading now, so see you in a bit. My glasses have raindrops. It's because outside is raining and I just came in and I didn't clean them, so I can see the raindrops. Hello kids, I haven't updated you. Today is day 3 of reading Beach Read. It's cute. Let me grab it. I haven't read today, but I read quite a lot last night. It got so cute. It got kind of emotional at one point, not like emotional like crying, but kind of like sad at one point. That was my book sleeve, if you ask. That's my favorite thing in the world. It's by Joy Crate. I am like more than 2/3 in, page 290, so I have 70 pages left. It's very cute, but we are at that, not to quote myself, we're happy and in love. What's this? So we're happy and in love, right? What's this then? We're happy and in love. What is this? This is not what I expected. I really love her writing. I think Emily Henry's writing is so nice. And it's a beautiful book so far. I'm really liking it. And sometimes I'm very scared when a book is very popular because I'm scared that I'll have like a contrasting opinion and it won't live up to the hype. But yeah, so far it is. I'm really liking it. It was very easy to read. If I had like 1 more hour yesterday, I could have probably read it, but it was like 1:30 a.m. I was like, definitely need to go to sleep. I don't know what's gonna happen because there's a lot of things that needs to be wrapped up. So hope they do, and hope they don't like have the silly... I mean, it's a romance book. It's gonna end well, right? I'm gonna finish and come back to you when I'm done. just finished reading Betrayed. I really enjoyed that. That was nice. I gave it 4.25 because I don't think it was like a 5-star or a 4.5, but it was more than a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was very cute, very nice. It had so much more depth that I thought it would have. I really went into it thinking it was a rom-com. I don't think it was a rom-com. There was rom, not that much com. I feel like the main characters have quite a lot of trauma. So like it was serious at times. And I don't really get emotional, but I feel like you could get emotional to that. I mean, I get emotional, but it takes a lot for me to get emotional. But I feel like you could get emotional to that. You could cry to that. Like, it was so well written. I think Emily Henry has such a beautiful way of writing. I really enjoyed that. It lived up to the hype. I'm gonna say it did. Thumbs up. I'll see you tomorrow when we decide our next read. Okay, so last night I started reading Babel. I thought this would be the perfect book to do because if this is not a very popular BookTok book, I don't know what this is. I feel like everything this author R.F. Huang has wrote, I feel like everything she's written, I feel like has gone very viral. I knew absolutely nothing of this book, and I don't mean it like, oh, I knew nothing. Zero, like nothing. But I'm always like this. I always know nothing of books, but this even less than usual. I just knew it looked heavy. Do you know what I mean? I've had it in my TBR for so long, and I've just never picked it up because it looked scary to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like 550 pages, so it's chunky, and the font is so small. It's scary how tiny the font is and how thick it is. And I knew that there was no romance and it was a dark academia book, historical fiction. And I read her biography at the back. This lady is so smart. This lady is a genius, okay? And by lady, I mean, she's literally like 4 years older than me. Like, she's young. I am so excited that I started it because at first I was like, oh, I'm so gonna hate it. I'm so not gonna be able to read it, not gonna be my kind of thing. I'm loving it so far. Where am I? Because I've been reading it on my Kindle mainly. I think around 10% in. I think I'm on chapter 3. So I only read around 56 pages, so really not much. I'm loving it. I think it's so beautifully written. It's probably like one of the best written books I've ever read. This little boy gets taken from his country and like brought to London, and he's discovering the city of London as someone that his first language is in English. That's literally me. I mean, I wasn't taken. I moved here. I mean, I wasn't 11, I was 17, so it's a bit different, but I moved here and it was in my first language, and I discovered the city, and I studied ancient Greek and Latin. This is 1830, and now where I'm at, he's just gone to Oxford. I don't want to tell you anything because this is spoiler free. I am loving it, even though it's non-romance. It's very slow. So far, nothing huge happened, but I already care about this boy so much. I'm gonna read a bit more. It's a lovely day out, so I kind of want to leave the house, even though I just came home. So far, I'm loving it, but it's slow. Like, it takes me so much longer to read a page than I would normally because I need to read everything, and sometimes I have to read it twice because you need brain power to read this. This is not like a light read on the beach. I think this would be perfect for autumn. I'm loving this book. I just love it. I don't know how to explain why I love it. It just feels
good to read. It's just beautiful writing and beautiful characters. There's no romance. It's very slow. It's very character driven. I'm in love with this woman's writing. It takes so long to read a chapter. Chapters are so long as well. But I'm actually loving it so far. And I thought I would hate it, so I'm surprised.
So I'm 50% through. It's taking me longer than a normal book. Not a normal book, but any other book would take me. It's great. Like, I don't even wanna... It's just great. The writing is beautiful. The knowledge... I can't even imagine the knowledge, the research, the time that it took to write this book, because I know this lady is a fucking genius and she has a million PhD and masters in Cambridge, Yale, and Oxford. But you can tell, because I've studied ancient Greek and Latin, and this lady knows it. Insane how like knowledgeable this woman is of what she's talking about, and at the same time she's making up characters and a story and a plot, and I'm invested. I love him. I love the main character, Robin, and you know, he's made mistakes and he's done that stuff, but I like, every time I'm like, no, it's fine, he's my child, I love him. I've seen him grow up, because the book starts, he's 11 and now he's 21, halfway through. I don't know what age the book is gonna end at. I can't predict what happens. That's one thing with this book which I really love. I cannot tell you where this is going. Got no clue. And I'm scared, because there's a lot of things that he's taking, a lot of risks. I get annoyed by his choices sometimes, because he's such a lovely boy that sometimes he sacrifices himself for his friends, for others, and that bothers me sometimes. But he's just nicer than I would have been. And obviously all the struggles that comes with not being a white man in the 1830, because none of them are white. Like the core four characters, none of them are white men. This is just a historical fiction book with a very small amount of fantasy in it. I'm so invested and I care so much, and I just want to read this. What is going on? I never thought that would happen. So I'm quite scared, because it doesn't feel like it's one of those books with a good ending, that like has a happy ending. I'm scared that I'm gonna get hurt. I'm about to cry. I think I'm about to cry. I have no words. I think I'm in shock. I need a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck? I haven't finished. I'm 75% in. So many insane things happened, like back to back. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is so much more than I thought this was gonna be. It's beautiful, but it's getting worse. It's getting so much worse. The last like 100 pages have been insane. I only got like 10 pages left and I'm crying. And I don't really get emotional, but I don't want to read this. No, this is fucking awful. Oh no. I have the epilogue left. I don't think I can do it. Who made me read this? There's tears on the page. Quite fitting. Okay, I'm a grown-up. So I finished Babel yesterday and I just needed time. I don't know if you noticed, I cried. So much happened in like the last chapter before the epilogue. Like it was just heavy. The whole thing is heavy, but I think everyone should read this. I don't think I would read it again though. I suffered too much. I don't want to suffer again. This is worth the hype. Once again, TikTok wasn't wrong. This is 5 stars to me. If you can make me cry, it's like the fact that you as a person, as a human being, could type on your little silly laptop and make up a world that is this and make up characters that are these. You are scary to me. Let's see with the last book
if BookTok was right again.
I just came back home. I just landed. And do you know what book I studied on the plane? We're doing it. This is the BookTok book. Like, this was one of the original BookTok books. Like, this is a book, like, this was there. This has been on my bookshelf for like at least 3 years. But I bought this, I was in my old house. I started on the plane on my Kindle, so let's see where I am actually, because I've got no clue. I read 54 pages on the plane. I am loving it so far. I have read Shadow and Bone 3 years ago. Do I remember anything? No. But I have watched the TV show that I'm very sad they cancelled. How dare they? I kind of knew them, like I knew of them, but I don't think this is what happened in the TV show. So I think they changed it in the TV show. But I'm excited to finally actually read this. I love Kaz already, but we knew. We knew. Okay, this is the day after. I have only read, let me check, 74 pages. So I really have quite a long while to go. But so far I already prefer it so much more to Shadow and Bone. I already fucking love Kaz. I think he's such an interesting character. I know I don't know him well yet, but I already fucking love him. And Inej, I already watched, I don't know if I said this, I watched the first season of Shadow and Bone on Netflix like 2 years ago when it came out, but I've never watched the second season because I wanted to read the book first. And I'm happy I did that, just in case it's spoiled. But so far things don't match up. So I think they changed a lot on the TV show. So I don't think I have any spoilers. And yeah, so far it's good. It's so much better than Shadow and Bone. And I love Kaz. And I think I only met 3 crows still. I haven't met the other 3. Because I love this place for so long. Anyway, I'm having a jolly time. I'm having a great time. So now I know all the crows. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. I'm 128. It's getting good. I think now I know all the crows. Like, now it's starting. I already, like, know the characters. Do you know when you feel like you already, like, click with them immediately? Kaz, love him. Extremely morally grey. Am I allowed to ship Kaz and Inej? I know I'm only like 30% in, and they haven't, there's no sign of them flirting or being a couple, but I ship. There's this scene where she's injured and he's saving her. I am just saying. This is gonna be the ultimate found family, isn't it? Because I'm in love with them. I'm already in love with their bond. I'm not even halfway through. Why do I feel like there's tension between Jasper and, what's his name? Wylan? Why do I want them together? I love Inej. Inej has no flaws in my eyes. She's perfection. I love them. I love this group of people. I don't think what they're doing is smart because I am scared that they're all gonna die. But this is a YA book. No one's gonna die. Right? It's kind of slow at the moment because they're just planning. It's just planning going on about this thing. And they're finally doing it. They're finally doing the plan. Also, Inej and Kaz, are they aware they're in love? I don't know if they know. I know. Why do I love Wylan and Jasper? Why do I want them today? It's like me wanting Art and Patrick in Challengers to be together. It's the same thing. There's 6 of them. They can just be coupled up. Kaz and Inej, Nina and Matthias, and Wylan and Jasper. No! He's lying, right? Right? No! Literally the line is, Nina pressed her hand to her mouth. Same girl. Wow, that caught me off guard. Surely he's lying. No, I'm actually shocked. Idiot. Things are going so bad right now. The plan is in action and things are going so bad. Everything is going wrong. I just went through 75 emotions in 1 page. They can't keep doing this to me. I'm stressed here. No, stop. No, I love them.
Oh no, stop. Oh, they're so cute.
I have a temperature right now. I don't look my best. We're gonna just move on from that. I finished reading Six of Crows last night. I loved it so much. I gave it 4 stars. I'd love to hold it, but it's right there and I'm too dizzy to get up. I am so excited to read Crooked Kingdom. The ending was shocking, it was crazy. I'm scared for the next book. Terrified, actually. You know what? I'm gonna say my thing. Now that I'm ill and sweating and have such a high temperature right now, I feel like I'm delusional enough that I can speak. If you don't like a BookTok book or what BookTok like puts forward, don't read it. But like the fact that I read Beach Read, Babel, and Six of Crows, they're 3 completely different books, and all 3 of them were so good. God, I'm struggling, guys. Yes, of course, there's gonna be some books that just don't match your taste, but not because they're BookTok books. They just don't match your taste because they don't match your taste. So I think let's stop bashing on BookTok. I love BookTok. Most of my favorite books I got recommended from BookTok. I'm gonna say bye to you and go take more painkillers and go to sleep again. Let me know if I should do a part 2 of this and what books I should read. I love you. Have a good day. I hope you have a better day than me. Ciao.